You can pass these around. This is just a quick idea sheet if you need ideas to what to do with the kids. So I have a little outline and everything. Okay, why would you want to craft with your kids? Because it's fun. It really is. And that starts with your attitude. Because if you saw this thing on Pinterest, like, okay, I found this on Pinterest, pretend I didn't really, but I want to be like this mom who made this thing, and if her kids can do it, I can do it. So, by golly, you are going to sit at this table and you are going to paint those popsicle sticks to look it's yellow, and then we are going to glue straight lines, not crooked. I mean, you can't do that to your kids. They are kids, and that is not fun. So it starts with your attitude. You have to have a fun attitude, because this could have like 10 different popsicle sticks in all different directions. And as long as they made it and they're proud of it, that's what counts. I mean, it could look like horrible, really, it could. But if they did it and they're proud of it, then you praise them to the end of the world. Look at what you did. You made that. I am so happy that you like what you made, or whatever. And you always, always, always take pictures. Always. Because they could be covered in paint, and you know, you have to have something to show at their wedding. So this is where you get that stuff. So more seriously, crafting, this provides a lot of different learning opportunities, because like Isaac, my 3-year-old, he had to do speech therapy because he was like 1.5 and still not talking. And so this provided a way for us to just talk. What's that? What's that? What color is this? What color is this? What shape is this? And granted, he doesn't know all of those at 1.5, but he could at least pick up in a more relaxed conversational setting the things that we were trying to, and then he formed his you know, letters and words, and it provided an opportunity for him to actually start speaking. So it also strengthens your attachment and bond, just because I have kids spell love T-I-M-E. I mean, it's true. It's so true. The more time you spend with the kids on their level doing stuff that's fun and entertaining, it strengthens your bond with them and theirs to you. And that's huge. It's so huge. And it helps them, you know, ask lots of questions. If they're curious at all, then it just provides an opportunity for them to just explore new things. Like if you're concerned about sensory stuff, there's all sorts of homemade, you know, Play-Doh and clay and rice, and just get their hands in all sorts of messy, gooey things, and it's really good for them. I have when and how often would you want to do this. Don't stress yourself out. Like 1 craft a day, I don't do that. That's ridiculous. I don't have the patience for that, but I know that, and so you will all have your own schedules and times of day. Like the craziest time of day for us is the hour before supper. So I don't ever craft then. Ever. Ever. It would be just disaster. So you have to know, like, okay, maybe before nap time is a bad time to do a craft, because your child is going to be too tired and just have meltdown after meltdown because they can't get the Cheerio on the pipe cleaner, and it'll just, you'll get frazzled, and then that'll make them more frazzled, and that'll just be bad. So keep yourself in check, and it will be messy. It will. I have carpet in my kitchen. It will be messy. that carpet is not the color it is supposed to be. But that's okay because we had fun. And someday I'm getting ready. Someday. So yeah, don't stress about it. There will be messy. And just let them be creative. If they don't want to follow the rules, maybe do something different that day. Like if you have something like this. This is a snow globe. It doesn't really look like it, and it just oozed all over. Because they didn't want to listen that day. And so it really didn't work. So that is possible. So not everything's going to turn out. It's not. That's a good example of that. Pass that one around. So what helps me get started with this is I have a plan. I'm uber organized, really. Like I have a planner for my planner, like what I need to write down. I know, right? So I planned out my week. Like, okay, on Monday we're gonna do this, Tuesday, and then if we don't do it, we don't do it. But I have an idea, at least, of what we can do. Because some days I really don't want to, and they do. So you can go color in a coloring book, and that's a craft at our house. So that's one way. You don't have to be organized on your organization. But it helps to have a plan of what to do. And then do the prep work, like if, like that superhero mask, obviously I'm not gonna let my 3-year-old take a fabric scissors to some felt and cut that out. Do that ahead of time and then, have it ready, have some stuff, have the prep work done, like do that during nap time or after they're to bed or when they're watching cartoons or whatever. So that really helps just to have a stash of things to do. And then my husband said I need to give the disclaimer, not everybody can have a full-size closet full of craft supplies. That's okay. You probably shouldn't. But I do. So maybe more like a basket of stuff like that is doable. But just have some stuff ready for them. And where to get your supplies? Walmart is actually better than the dollar store, except for construction paper. And then go to the thrift stores and recycle peanut butter jars, is this one, and 50-cent ice cube tray from Bibles for Missions, and a funny fabric yarn string on that ornament from Grandma. All sorts of places, really. And toilet paper tubes are like awesome. You can do so many things with a toilet paper tube. That's how we got our snowman painting. And then I save all the lids from like sour cream containers, and that's our paint trays. So then when I'm done, I throw it away because I don't need to wash all of those. So every time we paint, we go through a lid, but I have that many stored up, so it's okay. So stuff like that. And cookie cutters are good for everything. All the ornaments there, cookie cutters, and garage sales, and all sorts of stuff. Like if you're looking, you really can make stuff out of everything. So that's what I have, and then your idea sheets. We are very seasonal. I decorate per holiday. So Christmas is big for us. That's where, most of my ideas are. The whole month of December we do crafts. And then birthdays, they like to do birthday things, and seasonal, and celebrating all sorts of school holidays and their name when they're learning letters, all sorts of stuff. And I have the Preschoolers Busy Book. My mom gave that to me. That has some ideas in there, not as much as what you think for such a big book. And Pinterest. I hate to say it, but I am a huge pinner. And preschool teachers are amazing for this. They have all sorts of ideas. My son goes to Covenant Kids, and Mrs. Starkenberg emails like once a month this newsletter of crafts with kids type things. So a lot of good ideas there. And then I have, basic supplies. I don't think I brought all of them with. We're probably just missing paper plates and popsicle sticks out of the stash over here. So don't think about what you can craft with them this morning, because you're not going to be able to. And then reuse, like I said before, toilet paper rolls, wrapping paper rolls, Pringles cans. There's like all sorts of stuff. And just let them be creative. Make robots out of cardboard boxes, and you'll go through lots of glue and tape, but there's bath time. And then you can make like that top picture, paint with shaving cream in the bathtub, and they get clean and smell like dad, and they love it. So there's all sorts of things you can do. You can turn every moment into craft time or whatever. So I do have a lot of the supplies, like I mentioned, and I have the templates for the superhero masks. If anybody wants to make a superhero mask, you can do that. And these look so tiny, but they actually, on their little heads, it fits. But you can make them bigger or smaller. And we make bird feeders out of pipe cleaners, like wrapped together or strung with Cheerios, and then they help me hang it in the trees. It's so simple. That's like your littlest age, as long as they don't poke themselves with the end of the pipe cleaner. You know, if we're cleared after that age, then you're good to string those on. And then my son Isaac, he helped me make candy cane reindeer, and so I still have a pack of candy canes if somebody wants to do candy cane reindeer and all sorts of stuff. So I will put some of this on the table, and then we can craft for the rest of the day. And I do have a hot glue gun and everything, or two actually. So you can ask questions or share ideas or whatever.
I think I used it for the first time. It's very exciting.